Eh bien salut tout le monde, et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour le 10e épisode de la CP Secret Fils. La dernière fois on était vers la peut-être vers la fin, alors, et donc la dernière vidéo. Oh la 3-2 là, elle est bien faite. C'est plutôt bien réalisé quand même.
The paper dragons merged into a long letter and floated down towards Daniel to tell their story.
After the last war, the fantasy world enjoyed a long spell of peace and stability. But now, the giants have returned. They have launched ferocious attacks, trying to invade your world through the room. We are prepared to launch the final defense. Then we will have to destroy your room, for it is the last remaining entryway into your world.
Oh non, la
Please
détruire la chambre.
believe this farewell will only be temporary. We will not be apart forever, and we will never forget our eternal mission of protecting you.
At that moment, the paper dragons flew back into the box. Daniel still couldn't fully understand what the paper dragons had meant, but he had a vague feeling in his heart that he may never see his new friends again. A few days later, Daniel's chickenpox had fully recovered. He could now play the penny whistle very, very well. But the paper dragons never returned.
Allez hop, on déménage.
Maybe it was time to leave and move on.
Earthquake warning! Magnitude 6.2! A massive earthquake is hitting our town! All townspeople, please leave your houses immediately and move to safe open spaces!
Just then, countless paper dragons shot from the cardboard box. However, it seemed like they were under attack, spinning and falling through the air in confusion.
What's happening?
Daniel quickly grabbed the stickers out from his bag and did his best to heal the injured paper dragons.
C'est normal s'ils disparaissent comme ça. Par la marque, magie de merde. Non, je trouve que le gameplay c'est pas... Ah, le papier se rebelle.
But the paper balls swarmed together and pushed Daniel away, subduing him firmly in the corner. He couldn't move. Suddenly, ominous clouds rose from the box, and a violet lightning flashed through the room. The figure of a giant slowly emerged from the thick clouds, and the entire attic became overwhelmed with its evil aura.
The earthquake is growing stronger, now with a magnitude of 7.1! Heaven almighty, are we doomed?
The giant unleashed its power maniacally. The paper dragons struggled against it, with no means of fighting back. At this critical moment, two paper dragons shined brilliantly. Together, they heroically crashed their bodies into the giant.
Question, l'histoire va te tenir comme ça pendant combien de temps, parce que c'est bien joli, c'est bien scripté.
But soon, he found
Mais
that
si on a
things
3 fois le
would
même scénario,
probably
c'est
not
bien
be
chiant.
so simple. The giant's figure could still be seen in the thick smoke, looking evil and terrible. The attacks of the paper dragons had had no effect, and the giant had only grown stronger. It fought back with a new ferocity. The paper dragons were simply no match for it.
The earthquake is growing stronger still! The greatest disaster this town has seen in over 100 years! My heavens! Will this nightmare ever end?
With the paper dragons now all but defeated, Daniel spotted a frail figure in the distance. It was Penny. It flew gently in front of Daniel and affectionately rubbed its head against his fingers, as if this whole crisis had never happened. Daniel felt like Penny was trying to tell him something, but he didn't quite understand what. Penny then left Daniel and soared into the air with a determination in its wings. Suddenly, the other paper dragons seemed to be summoned. They flew through the air, all together in unison, responding to the call without an ounce of hesitation. At that moment, Penny turned into a great red beam and rushed fast towards the giant. The other dragons followed, shining together like a shooting star. At that moment, Daniel seemed to see a real dragon flying.
No!
A huge explosion from the impact drowned out everything else in the attic. The attic rained down with countless pieces of paper, the leftover scraps of the paper dragons.
Est-ce qu'on peut dire que le grenier est vu de toutes les couleurs?
Daniel wanted to collect all of the pieces.
Vu que chaque dragon a
He
une
thought
couleur.
he could still fix
Oui.
them.
C'est la meilleure blague. Lors d'une telle situation, il faut bien rigoler. Bon, alors, ici il y a quoi? Ah, des morceaux de papier. Qu'on voit même pas le numéro. Eh mais c'est les confitis. Allez, on va danser. De la marge. Ok, on a bien de la marge. Voilà, on a bien de la marge. Je me demandais s'il fallait exactement le mettre sur les pixels.
My friend.
Bye bye. Ah, j'ai un succès. Une histoire touchante.
The nightmare is over. The earthquake has stopped. With God's mercy, our town is safe. We thank you, Lord, for your protection.
Donc voilà, Dieu est notre Seigneur. Vous êtes d'accord que ça? Ouais, je vais pas parler à ce niveau-là. Je vais éviter de parler à ce niveau-là, mais quoi, on est tous
A
d'accord.
few days later, the art festival was held as scheduled. Daniel attended the show with his penny whistle.
Oh, attends, je vais devoir faire de la flûte encore.
And now, Daniel Trevor will perform a penny whistle solo of a song titled Fly With Me.
C'est pas moi qui bouge. Oh le malaise, quand tu te mets devant le micro là. Comment c'est? Oula. Oh putain, j'ai peur de faire que des fails. Celui-là est aux femmes. C'est bon, j'y arrive. Plutôt bien. Et là j'ai cliqué quand elle était dessus, mais des fois ça capte pas. Sinon c'est très joli à voir. Vraiment.
And that's how the story ends. Now, you might be wondering, what happened next? Are there still paper dragons in the world? Well, that's a difficult question to answer. But I believe that they are still protecting us somewhere in this world, just like they promised they would, forever, into eternity.
Je me disais bien que c'était pas normal qu'on ait pas de la boîte. Et bah si. We hear dragon. Non, un dragon, envole-toi. Où sont-ils confinés maintenant? Docteur Daniel? Donc on a fini un chapitre. Bon, sur ce, je pense qu'on est déjà suffisamment... On a fini un chapitre, on va peut-être se garder les autres chapitres. Sur ce, c'était Fou sur 18, j'espère que ça vous aura plu. Allez, à plus tout le monde.